Round one. Fight! Juggernaut punch! Juggernaut punch! I'm out of meters! I'm out of meters! I'm out of meters!
By the power of Grayskull!
Round one. Fight! KO!
Until next time, this is He-Man wishing you...
Okay. Stream. Norway just knocked off Brazil, and the Viking Brout Holland. Is that Brout Highland? Yeah, this guy. This is the Viking stud guy. Yeah, this is the guy from Norway, man. Listen, man, he a problem. Norway is a problem. Norway is a problem. What is he? 6'5", 6'6"? Yeah, he a descendant of Thor. He's 6'5". 6'5". He makes about 27 million pounds a year. Yeah, this boy is a problem. He's good. He's good. He's good. He scored their 2 goals today. He's good. He's good. Norway's a problem. They done knocked off 2 black teams, and I mean black as in Cape Verde and Brazil. But yeah, man. Yeah, he a problem. Yeah, he a problem. He's a problem. Yeah, he's a problem. Yeah, he's a problem. He's the real deal. He's the real deal. And from what they say, he's a very nice guy. Like, he treats everybody, you know, he's very respectful. But yeah, he's a problem. Erling Haaland. Yeah, he's a problem. He's a problem. Man, fuck Brazil, man. Man, listen. All these countries, y'all supposed to be delineating. No, that ain't right. That ain't right. We supposed to be delineating. Everybody's a tether. No. We ain't rooting for nobody but USA, man. Listen, I hope everybody but the USA loses. We supposed to be delineating. Y'all ain't even down with the cause like that, man. I thought y'all was about it like that. Talking about, I was rooting for... Well, fuck them. The hell with Cape Verde. The hell with Brazil. Sudan. All of them. You supposed to be rooting for USA. There's brothers on the USA team. What's wrong with y'all, man? Y'all some sometimey ass people, man. J3, thank you for the 2. When he says we was Vikings, he meant every word of it. Yeah. To hell with everybody else. Matter of fact, I think the fix is in for Argentina. And let me show y'all why. Because the president of FIFA was celebrating a little too hard after Argentina's win the other day. Let's go to Twitter. When you have the president of your World Soccer Federation celebrating a little too hard, I'm like, oh no. I don't know. Let me preview Argentina. I don't know. We have to ask these questions. Look at this. This is the president of FIFA. I think the fix is in for Argentina. Okay? I think the fix is in for Argentina. Make of it what you will. I'm just telling you what I saw. Let's go here. And once again, y'all supposed to be rooting for USA. To hell with everybody else. They sure as hell rooting against you.
Con mucho, siempre muy generoso con nosotros.
Gracias, un abrazo a toda Argentina y felicidades porque el corazón esta noche, también los neutrales que estábamos con los dos, bueno.
Con mucho, siempre muy generoso con nosotros.
What was said was, so the President Gianni Infantino confirmed that he suffered tonight while following the Argentina match. But he quickly realized what he had said, so he backpedaled and added that he is neutral. No, sir. No, sir. This is... They're celebrating too hard.
Is the FIFA president not supposed to be
too hard. Everybody sees the shit.
FIFA president celebrating as
everybody sees it. The play is in, man. The fix is in for Argentina. Make of it what you will.
They are winning everything.
Why are you so happy for Argentina?
Neutral in sporting events. The president is celebrating one team, winning the other. How is it allowed?
Nasty work, man.
Why is it allowed in football?
Hey, though, for real though, shame on y'all if you black and you rooting for anybody else outside your country. I don't understand. See, y'all talk delineation when Tariq Nasheed versus somebody on the phone or online debating. Now, when it's time to do some real live delineation, right, in real time, y'all come in here and say, I was rooting for Cape Verde. I was rooting for Brazil. Well, what the fuck? So this is just online chatter then. So y'all really ain't about delineation. Y'all really ain't what's best for black Americans. Okay, that's cool. It's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not mad. Just be honest. All I'm saying. I'm not mad. Just be honest with yourselves. Just be honest with yourselves. Okay? All right. Look at this suck ass president. We're gonna get to Folarin. We're gonna get to Folarin. But the fix is in for Argentina. Now, there's no, if they win, I'm just saying, when the president of your federation is, openly rooting for a specific team, could you imagine who's the NBA commissioner? Could you imagine Roger Goodell, NFL, celebrating a certain team winning? It would look crazy as hell, right? Adam Silver celebrating if a team won, it'd be like, what are you doing? What are you celebrating so hard for? Okay. This is my first World Cup. I don't know what's going on. All you need to know is there's brothers on the USA men's team. That's it. That's all. That's it. To hell with everybody else. To hell with everybody else. Y'all wilding today. I was rooting for Brazil. Them same motherfuckers that don't even like that. Okay, all right, okay. Hey, man, God bless you, man. God bless y'all, man. Oh, they're gonna do the row thing. I love when they do the row thing. That should be funny as hell. Oh, that's okay. Let me show y'all this. I love seeing this. It's funny as hell to me. Norway. Yo, the crowd gets into it. Yeah, this is what they did. I love seeing this shit, man. I can't even front. This is tight as hell. That is funny as hell. I can't be mad at this. I can't be mad at this. I cannot be mad at this. Yeah, shout out to Norway. Hey, yeah, like I said, Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland. I mean, he's already a superstar, but now the Americans got to see him. There's a lot of Americans didn't know who he was until like literally today or a couple days ago. He's a star, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to Norway. Norway is a problem, man. Look at this shit here. Now, I do find it funny the only group of people that's shunned for celebrating their culture is a certain group of people that live here in the Americas. Because, but like I said, I like seeing it. It's funny to me. I like it. It's cool. But all I know is when we do it, if we do something, it's a problem. But nonetheless. Okay, now let's get to Folarin, Balogun. They reversed the red card, but Belgium they're going to pursue other options. They want an investigation open. They want the card to be put back on Folarin, because Folarin's not supposed to play against in this next match because he got the red card, but they reversed it. Now the play in question, it looks bad. Okay, hold up. The play in question looks bad. Folarin, Balogun. The play looks bad, and it looks even worse under slow-mo. Where is it? Okay. Now watch. Now, once again, this is in slow-mo. It looks bad in slow-mo. Everything looks bad in slow-mo. Woo! Have you ever been spiked and cleated? Oh my God. Listen, if you played football, if you played baseball, you played soccer, any sport with cleats, and you get cleated, or it's what we call cleated, or stepped on or spiked, it does not feel like an accident, okay? This is why he initially got the red card. It looks hella bad in slow-mo. They were making the argument, so the refs, even amongst the refs and the federation, they would say, hey, we shouldn't watch it in slow-mo because everything looks worse in slow-mo. Just play it in real time and then make your assessment that way. He was given a red card for this, okay? He was given a red card for this. Clearly, he wasn't trying to step on his ankle. Clearly, they're both going for the ball. Bodies collide. Same thing I tell my kiddos when they go up in the air for a football. Bodies collide. Mass, big mass, small mass. Little guy gets, in the worst of it. This looks hella bad. Okay? Look how far his shit folds. Woo! Woo! Shit! I can't even watch it! Oh my God! Oh my God! Now, see, now we know he wasn't trying to do this. But this looks bad. Do you Woo! We're not talking about Messi. We're only talking about Folarin. Messi doesn't have a red card. This looks bad. This looks bad. Okay? This looks bad. This looks bad. This is why he was initially given the red card. The federation reviewed it, said, nah, just give him a yellow, keep the yellow, and let him play the next game. Okay? Belgium's like, nope, we want to launch a protest, and they're looking for to open an investigation. And they want the red card reinstated. I don't even know what the right answer is. I guess the only thing you can go off of is intent. Clearly, he did not intend to do this. Okay? I always thought like the intent should merit the appropriate punishment. He didn't intend to do this. But nonetheless, because of this, this man I think he's done for this season, right? And it did affect the game. So what's the proper punishment? Should Folarin should he have to sit out for a game? Okay? I'm just asking, man. Whoo, that shit. I can't. Look at this. How will you overrule a red card for a foul like this by Folarin? Of course, they're all trumping. Trump's had a statement. See, that looks bad. Okay? This looks bad. Of course, he didn't mean to do it. Look at where his vision is. And they're both fighting for the ball, and the ball's way the fuck up here. That's the worst part about it. Both of them missed the damn ball. But this looks bad. Okay? It looks bad. So, they reversed the card. Everybody's upset. I mean, everybody's upset. Oh, shit. Okay, so there is no way this is a red on Balogun. They are both checking to the ball. Agreed. The defender bumps him and steps in front of him just as Balogun is trying to step in front of the defender. The way his foot lands is totally unintentional. We agreed that he did not intend to do this. The ref didn't even call a foul during the run of the play. Then it becomes a red card because VAR slows it down and zooms in without the context. And they were arguing that they should have watched it in slow-mo. Even the refs were like, we shouldn't watch this in slow-mo because everything in slow-mo looks way 10 times worse. Okay. Shit.
Jumps in front. We're calling.
That looks bad. Okay. Now the fact that they're alluding that Trump made a phone call or administration made a phone call and FIFA was like, we'll run it back. Okay. So the Belgian coach says, I didn't know that at the World Cup, as at FIFA, the 5th of July is actually the 1st of April. It's April Fool's. We're not defending the national team or federation. We are defending football and integrity. Okay? So this is a big deal. This is a big deal. Okay? Matter of fact, let me find the play. Let's do this. Now, Brazil and Norway just played today. And he got sniped pretty bad. Norway play that led to penalty. Okay. Now, there's a play that led up to the first penalty kick. Homeboy literally got taken out. Now that you could argue for a red card, but let me see if they have it. So they missed the penalty kick. What was his name? Oh man, I want the play that led up to it. I fucking shit to There was a play that led up to that first penalty when the dude just came literally and tackled and took his legs out from under him. And that was only given a yellow. Okay? That was only given a yellow. Let me see. No way we're in yellow cards. Let's see. Play before penalty kick. There we go. Let's try that. This is it. Okay. This might have been it. The play that led up to it. Okay.
Made in by Douglas Santos Rea, and here, oh, that moved in the air, and Neelan made a change. Chosen to attack the. No!
I know what I'm looking for. I know what I see.
Extra phenomenal.
Okay. So they gave me the right players. So, okay. Okay, let's go here. This is the play that I want to show you guys. So they're already looking at this call. Is this it? Oh, damn it. I'm gonna find it. Is this it? I'm gonna get the play, y'all. Don't you worry. I'm gonna get it. Yeah, this is them. This is the play here. Just give me the fucking video, man. This is the play. Now, imagine, like, the ball is when I get to play, when I actually find the video, the ball, he doesn't even go for the ball. He literally just takes this dude out. He literally takes out his legs, literally takes out his legs. He doesn't even go for the ball. That's how bad this play is, and it only led to a penalty. Okay, it only led to a penalty. So let's do Matthias. Okay, let me delete all this. See what I'm saying? When I get to, that's how bad this play was. He wasn't even going for the ball. This looks intentional. This definitely should have been a yellow or even a red card. That's how bad this play was. He's nowhere near the ball. Look at where his eyes are looking. He's not looking at the ball. He's looking at his legs. Okay? This was hella intentional. This is what intent looks like. Okay? Man, I can't find this damn play anywhere. It was that bad. It was that bad. Okay. Man, I'm mad that it's not popping up. It's all right, though. Foul. Let's call it a foul. Let's do that. Okay, nope. I don't want that. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know how I get. Y'all know how I get when I'm looking for something. Damn. So let's go here. This is about Folarin.
Of it, and it looks like the Bosnian defender breaks his ankle. Absolutely. If you go by that, no doubt. But if the call on the field is what it was, which was nothing, then you cannot, according to the VAR protocols, use slow motion still images. So they did not follow the right VAR protocol. The hardest thing about my sport, our sport in the world, is that there are so many different ways to interpret the game. But if Lionel Messi is not given a foul or a yellow card for his challenge against Algeria in the opening game, then unequivocally you cannot give a red card for this one. And that still images that you're looking at right now, there wasn't even a whistle on Messi. And Messi's looking at the defender. He's watching the defender. That is, by definition, the laws of how you give a red card. Florian Balogun had no idea where the defender was. He was playing the ball. So yes, that image right there, absolutely that's a red card. But if the call on the field is what it was, which was nothing, then you can't use that image for VAR.
Right.
And they did.
Right.
They showed the world as he was watching it on the monitor, slow motion. Guys, that's against VAR protocols.
Was it a red card?
No. If you take a still photo of it and it looks...
Okay. All right. Okay. So that's why the red card was revoked, and he will be back playing. I think they play tomorrow. They play tomorrow. So that's good for the USA. But I can't believe I can't find this goddamn. It's right, really, really pissing me off, y'all. Like for real. Okay. All right, let's move on because I don't want to. If I stay, I'm just gonna upset myself. But yeah, see how bad this is. Like, I can't even explain it to you how bad this is. Like, he wasn't even going for the ball. Like, he really just went for the legs. Like, it was crazy. I'm like, wow. And he didn't get a yellow. It was just a penalty kick. That was an insane play. Insane play. Okay. So, since we're talking sports, let's go on with Wimbledon. Stinking ass Naomi Osaka beat Arina Sabalenka. I don't care for Naomi or Coco Gauff. But so let's get caught up in the Wimbledon real quick. We don't care about the black vote. Okay, we're only here for the black vote. Let's go Twitter. Go back to Twitter. All right. So Naomi seems to be locked in. I don't know. What is this? Why is my screen big? There we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. Match point. She beat the number 1 ranked chicken on the planet, Arina Sabalenka. Let's go.
Second match, Osaka. 2 sets to nil. 6-2, 7-6.
Much better attitude in losing, because this young lady right here is a hothead. She's very entitled. She's very good, but she's a hothead. Low-key racist. So she moves on to the quarters, I believe. So she did that. Okay. She said, my mom is over there. She cooked a lot. I feel like her cooking is powering me. My mom, I would really appreciate another meal tonight. What did she cook for you? A bunch of Japanese food. Shout out to Japanese food. Okay. Let's go here.
Irina, commiserations on your loss. Do you feel
Did you
like...
say congratulations?
Commiserations.
Oh my god, sorry. I was like, okay.
Do you feel like you are the world number 1 player at the moment? And if not, what do you feel like you need to do to get back to that status?
This question, guys. I mean, let's just look at the rankings. So by now I'm world number 1. Level-wise, today I wasn't world number 1. Yesterday I was world number 1. I feel like I just, you know, like, I don't want to even like think about ranking at this point. I just want to go, get completely drunk, forget about tennis, and try to get better in a better shape.
Okay, I can't be mad at that. This is what she came out in. She did doing too much with these outfits.
Number 3 court, the arrival of the fashion queen of Wimbledon. And that looks like it has taken some serious
Japanese kimono.
Japanese inspiration. Looks geisha themed for the world number 14, Naomi Osaka, making her entrance. Jacquard.
That's quite
Top layer.
Kimono inspired as well.
You've got the 2 tails. Do you need any more? 3 more on that side.
I guess they're gonna start doing more of these walkout fashions in tennis. I could see this being a serious thing. Okay. Look at this. I am convinced Sabalenka is match fixing versus Osaka. Abysmal performance and primitive unforced errors. The WTA is compromised and Sabalenka should be investigated immediately. I expect every single sports media outlet to report on this matter in the next hours. See, yeah, now this is gonna be a new thing now. Tennis fashion when they walk out during the walkout. This is gonna be a new thing now. Well, it cost. That's clean though, but you can see this. I can see this being a thing now. Where it's gonna be the entrance outfits. Okay, I get it. You gotta spice up tennis, man. You gotta make it. You gotta spice it up. Make people want to watch. Ari, let me see. Arena Sabalenka. What is she? Let's see what she is. Arena Sabalenka. She's Belarusian. She's from Belarus. She can play. She's spicy. I mean, if you this your type of, Eastern European type of woman, the look, the build, the attitude, I mean, I fuck with her, but, I fuck with her. So I've never been with the black man before. Yeah, okay, well, okay. So do you mind if I call you? Yeah, okay, whatever. Bitch, whatever you want. I got these bills I need paid. These credit cards kicking my ass. Can you help? Bitch, what can you do for me? All right. I will fuck with her though. I will fuck with her. Matter of fact, she is racist though. She done shit on this racist. She done said some fucked up things. Yeah, she said some messed up things. But I expect that from Europeans. Like, you shouldn't be surprised. Yeah, she broke her racket after a loss to one of the black girls. I think she takes losses to the black girls harder than anybody else. When she loses to Coco and Naomi, she really, really hates losing to them. I think for her, it's a personal thing. It's a nationality thing. It's a pride thing. Yeah, because she never really acts out against anybody else. But if she loses to the black girls, she hates that shit. Like, it burns her soul. It burns her soul to lose to the black girls. Apologize to Coco after the French Open victory. Yeah. This is when during the press conference, she was like, no, Coco didn't win. I just made mistakes. I get it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, attributing the outcome more to her own mistakes than to golf skill in a post-match presser. But that's some psychological shit. That's some shit I would expect those type of people to say. Like, I would expect Kobe to say this too. Like, no, they didn't beat us. I beat myself. Or I didn't hit, my shots didn't fall. Like, you never give your opponent credit for beating you. You didn't beat me. I had a bad day. I didn't play my best. You understand? I let my emotions get the better of me. I absolutely regret what I said back then. We all make mistakes. I would fuck with this bitch. I'm just a human being. Yeah, I would fuck with her. I would. It would be a serious notch on my belt. I kept getting so emotional, so I learned a lot. Okay, let's continue. Since we're talking racism, the Washington Nationals versus, did y'all watch the game last night? I asked a question in the poll. Oh, come on, man. Oh, damn it. Okay, let me pull the poll back up again. Okay. I asked a question in the poll. The question was, if a white person called you a boy, 71% of y'all said I would ignore the comment. I don't believe you. Now, I'll tell my little story. So with the kiddos that I coach, they like to say things like good boy, right? Amongst each other. It's a thing with these kids, man. They say these kids today say the most disrespectful things to each other. They call each other cockroaches. I've heard my kiddos personally call each other cockroaches, coal burners. I'm like, coal burner? Where'd you learn that? That term is older than me. Where'd you learn that from? you know, my tia, my abuela, my abuelita. I'm just like, oh my God. So I've heard them call each other cockroaches, cold burners. Typically everybody calls each other big backs, right? And they say, you know, oh, like good boy, you know what I'm saying? Like good boy. So I remember during a soccer practice, and and one of the kids said to me like, good boy. And I said, what'd you say? So even though that kid didn't understand the context of what him calling me a boy meant, I knew how that made me feel. And I said, we're not going to do this. So I said, don't you ever, and I cursed at him. I said, don't you ever in your fucking life tell me good boy. And he was just like, he didn't know what to say. He was so bewildered, like, oh my God, what did I say? A lot of these kids are just not cognizant of how these words impact the meaning of these words, past meaning of these words. And I smooth cussed that little boy out. I said, don't you ever. And then, of course, I wrote him up. And then if it wasn't like 2-3 hours later, I had a bunch of white folk in my face. Oh my God, we're so sorry. We heard what he said. We read your report. Please, we don't preach that type of stuff here. We do not. Blah blah blah. And I was like, it's cool. It's cool. I'm not, you know. But hey, it's some things I'm not gonna put up with. You know, like I know how that word, someone saying that to me, made me feel. And I'm just like, you got to stop that shit right then. You got to dead that shit right then and there, even if they don't understand why it's bad. It shouldn't be my job to explain to them, but you ain't gonna run around here calling me say no good boy to me. So which is the segue into the next story with what's his name? Cade Valari? What's this nigga name? Oh, hold on, let me do this update to this Wimbledon update. Okay, so right now, Wimbledon updates. So Naomi made it to the 4th round. She should beat Muchova. She may face Coco Gauff in the quarterfinals. That would be a good match. Okay. Madison Keys is still in it, y'all. Madison Keys is my dark horse to win this whole thing. I think if Madison Keys, it could be Madison Keys versus maybe Coco or Naomi in the semifinals. That would be a dope match. Madison Keys is my dark horse. That's my dark horse right there. Okay. Now, let's get to the next one. Where we at? I can X out of this. Why is it still open? Okay, I can X out of that. Okay, Cade Cavalli. This is the play that cleared the bench. Okay, let's go.
Awaits a 3-2. Locked him up.
Now listen. Said, sit down, boy. Now listen, I get it. You country white boys, y'all say that shit to each other. Now even country white boys understand. You call somebody, you use the word boy towards somebody with darker melanin, it might be a problem. It might be misconstrued the wrong way. Okay? It might be misconstrued the wrong way. All right?
Awaits a 3-2. Locked him up.
Did you hear him say, you heard me? But did you hear that part? You heard me. White boy doubled down, said, you heard me. Let's run it back. I'll turn it up. I'll turn up the volume. This is why he this is why he threw his helmet at a homeboy. Okay? It wasn't the fact that you said it, and then you said you heard me. So you knew what you were saying. So it was intentional. My whole thing with people, when I deal with people, when people deal with me, what is your intent? If you got bad intentions for me, then it's a problem. I'll deal with you however I deal with you. Let's go.
Awaits a 3-2. Locked him up.
Woo! You heard me. See, and it's up. Say I'm sorry. Did we see this I'm sorry come from his mouth? Let's take a listen. Let's look, see if we can see I'm sorry. Yeah, because y'all country getting y'all asses whooped right now. Y'all got earthquakes. The U.S. hitting y'all with earthquakes. USA kicking y'all ass right now. Ain't nothing but the white man. White man kicking. That's how we got here. Now, he was suspended. They walked the suspension back. Ever since then, this is what happened since he came back. 2 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks and a bat. Yeah, you're a bum. Get the fuck out of here. Okay? So now he issued an apology. Let me see. Okay, if Cavalli said anything that crossed the line, I'm sure his Venezuelan catcher would have had an issue too. Cade was mad about how Contreras crossed him walking off the field in the first. It's just trash talk on the MLB field, nothing more than that. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Okay, shit game. Cade Cavalli is a racist POS, but was cool to see the fellas raising funds for Venezuela outside the game. Okay. Okay, now let's get to his apology. Matter of fact, even more so, I want to find the IG thread. The IG thread, when this was initially posted, none but white folk. Like, I don't see the problem. Where's everything racism? Everything's right. I just like, don't even step into the mentions, man. Just stay out the chat. Apology. Now listen to this apology. What did he say? He said, I'm extremely torn up about the way that things were perceived. Well, sir, once you said you heard me, that was all that needed to be said at that point, right? Obviously, there was no ill intent behind that. Okay. My teammates know me. My family knows me. This organization knows me. I couldn't sleep because of it. It hurt my heart knowing that if there's a 13-year-old black kid in DC that sees that looked up to me and thinks that he perceived it in a way that wasn't intended, the way that it came out, and then he's not looking up to me anymore, that hurts my heart. I would have hoped no little 13-year-old black boy's looking up to you. For what? I don't give a fuck what you... Anywho. When asked, he said he understands the meaning behind the word used. There's a history behind that word, and that's just something that as a competitor, like in football or basketball, playing with football with my brother, you don't understand it. And then it gets perceived in a way that was not my intention, and then you learn from that. It'll never happen again. Listen, I don't call black men boys. I don't call black... I know if I call a black man a boy, I mean ill intent behind it. I mean to minimize or reduce you, right? I know what that entails. You mean to tell me this? this cracker didn't know? Let's continue. I looked at my phone and I saw what people were saying about me. Saw how torn up my wife was. It hurt my heart. I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't, because I know that people that know me and they know my character, and that's not me. So it was hard. I truly didn't sleep last night. Contreras was walking back to the dugout after striking out and yelled back at Cavalli, "Are you talking to me?" Okay. Cavalli said he hadn't apologized to Contreras yet, but he hopes he hears his explanation. So never mind the apology, but the explanation is more important. Gotcha. I have not reached out to him. I know that we're both competitors. I hope that he hears this and he understands that was not what was intended at all. So you mean to tell me you can't have your agent call his agent, get his number, and y'all handle shit like men? Okay, I think he knows that, but if I see him, I want to make sure he knows that. Yeah, all right. Okay. Gotcha. Now, let's do this. Let's see what other people are saying, because I like to get the temperature and see how other people see it. Okay? I want to see how everybody else sees it. Let's see what he has to say.
Throw it at me, boy. Left fielder has it, running out of room, makes the grab, ends the inning. Contreras runs to the dugout, takes a sharp detour past the pitcher, brushes him. Cade Cavalli.
Okay, that was the first issue. Okay, let's go.
Left fielder has it, running out of room, makes the grab, ends the inning. Contreras runs to the dugout, takes a sharp detour past the pitcher, brushes him. Cade Cavalli's like, You're trying to.
But then he said, my bad. Like he turned back and waved at him like, my bad.
Now you might say, but Contreras apologized. He did. That doesn't mean it wasn't intentional. That can be even more brain messing. And when Contreras turns to...
But once again, he turned back to like, my bad. Okay, let's continue.
Cavalli has turned his head, so he didn't see this at all. Contreras is up again. You talking to me? I promise. Don't bump me. Why are you talking to me? I promise that. You'll see it. You don't gotta do that to him, bro. Bro, you saw him. And now he's gonna make his great escape. Takes the helmet off. That's my weapon. I gotta pick it up. So then he picks up the helmet. Pump fakes it. Goes, throw it at me. Throw it at me, boy. You throwing that? Yep, throws it. It sticks a little, and it hits Chaparro right in the elbow. Now I'm hot. Let's ride his storyline out to the end, because he's all of a sudden like, I'm hot. No, I got hit in the elbow with that helmet. You know it. He knows.
Wait, what you say? Can I rescind my ignore the comment vote? Y'all gonna learn, man. Y'all gonna learn. I thought listen, we went to the school of, Egyptology and shit. Words have power. Words have meanings, right? One end, sticks and stones. And the other end, words have power. So which one is it, man? Can I cast these spells with these words or not? Do these words that I speak have power or not? Because apparently they do. But let's continue.
You don't do that to me, I promise. You saw it. Hey, you better stop. He says, all right, yes, sir. Yep, I swear, boy. You're going to see a coach get his hand behind Contreras' neck, scruff, like a dog. And Contreras says, get off me. To his face, gives him a good push. No one grabs the back of my neck like that. And now Michaelis is going to come in, and he's going to grab Contreras. Contreras is going to grab his shirt, and they're going to do-si-do for a little bit. Contreras is trying to get away, but you'll see in this other angle, Michaelis has a great grab on the front of his shirt, trying to stop him. And Eaton on the Red Sox sees that, and he gets involved. He's like, get off my boy. Michaelis is like, dude, get off me. He twists out of it and then throws Eaton straight into the catcher to the ground, and then they get up. Oh, it's like a sitcom fight.
Ejected Contreras and Eaton. Also from the Washington Nationals, Nicholas is ejected.
How the fuck does he not go after everything that just fucking happened? He's like, we're going to have to run you. He goes, you can fucking run me then. That's fine. That's fine. But I don't understand, Vic. We got to get going. I don't understand that, Vic. But you guys had to hear that shit, right? That's what just happened. You understand that he's walking off the field and he pops off at him and stares him down. That starts the whole thing.
Wow. The hysteria over a boy is crazy. Kate is obviously trying to disparage Wilson. That is why one calls another boy. Disparaging people is rude, but acceptable in competition. Would Wilson be happier if he were disparaged with a different word like punk? Would anyone in 2026 know boy was used racially in 1950 if it weren't for Northeastern LA See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? There's no reason to ever call me a boy. I'll be 51 in, oh God, literally in days. Okay. There's nothing about me that equates to a boy. Okay. I don't care who says it. I know when it's directed at me, that's disrespect of the utmost. You out your fucking mind. I wish a motherfucker would. I'm not going to ask you, what did you say? Say it again. I'm sorry. Could you come closer and say it again? We're not going to. No. I don't care who it comes from. Okay. So this poll, some of y'all capping. Some of y'all capping if somebody call you a boy. Ah, my goodness. Okay. Cade is 100% in the right here. If it was truly an accident, Wilson wouldn't have gotten upset after the Cade said, sit down, boy. Okay. Contreras might be a complete knob, but boy is 100% a racist slur when said by a white guy to a black guy in that tone and context. It's completely disingenuous to claim otherwise. You're all kidding yourselves. Okay. Okay. Men understand what you can and can't say, especially black folk. Okay. All right. Okay. Anyone saying boy is a racist slur is a crybaby. Yeah, all right. Redo the poll. No, fuck all that. I ain't redoing shit. Nope. I ain't redoing it. Nope. There's a reason he keeps saying it. Cavalli knows boy is what's making Contreras mad. Okay. Everything was a nothing burger until Cavalli said he didn't know using the term boy was an insult. Go to the hood and use that to some folks and see their reaction. Okay. Okay. Once again, okay. I don't purport to operate like everybody else, but I know how certain words make me feel. I know how certain words make me feel. I'll just leave it at that. Okay. Okay. What was the other topics again I had? Wimbledon, Folarin, the Nationals, Norway, Brazil. Okay, let's burn through some clips. 175 part 2. Matter of fact, let's see. Let's go back and see what others are saying about the boy comment. Because once again, I need to find that Twitter. I mean, not the Twitter, but the IG thread. If I could find that, man, because white folk was just like, I just don't argue for what? Argue with these people for what? For what? Okay, let's burn through some clips in no particular order. In no particular order. And then we get out of here because I got to get ready for House of the Dragons episode 3. I forget what we own. What are we doing? Okay, let's go here. Let's go here. The most expensive items the British took and refused to return. Let's go here. Let's go here. All right, let's go. The Koh-i-Noor diamond. The British acquired the Koh-i-Noor diamond from India in 1849. India has been requesting its return for decades. However, Britain continues to refuse. The Elgin marbles. Lord Elgin took the 2,500-year-old Parthenon sculptures in 1801. Greece has been demanding their return for over 40 years, but the British Museum still refuses. Okay. The Tipu Sultan's sword and ring. Tipu Sultan's sword and ring were taken after his death in 1799. More than 2 centuries later, they have not been returned to India. The Easter Island statue, taken from Easter Island in 1868. The sacred Moai statue remains in the British Museum despite decades of requests from the Rapa Nui people. The Benin bronzes were seized by British forces in 1897. Despite decades of demands from Nigeria, many of the artifacts remain in Britain. Huh. Interesting. Okay. The Asante Royal Regalia. British forces seized the Asante Royal Regalia in 1874. For over 50 years, Ghana has sought their return, but many artifacts remain in Britain. Huh. Imagine that. Shah Jahan's wine cup, a rare jade wine cup belonging to Shah Jahan, left India during the British colonial era. Today it remains in a British collection. The Rosetta Stone. British troops took the Rosetta Stone from Egypt in 1801. Egypt has demanded its return for years, but the British Museum still refuses. The Magdala treasures. British troops looted the Magdala treasures from Ethiopia in 1868. Ethiopia has demanded their return for decades, but many remain. Oh, sad. The Sultanganj Buddha was taken from India in the 1860s. India has called for its return, but the statue remains in Britain. Okay. 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 Interesting. Interesting. Uh-oh, wifey's not in a good mood. I don't know what happened. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. In no particular order, y'all. No particular order. Okay, so since we're talking Wimbledon, let's go here. Why they wear white.
History, and it dates all the way back to the 1800s when sweating in public was considered improper and almost shameful. Colored clothes showed all your sweat stains, so white became the polite and classy thing to wear. But historians say that it was also a flex of money and status. Keeping white clothes clean was hard and expensive back in the day, so wearing it also meant that you were rich enough to ruin it. For almost 100 years, wearing white was an unspoken rule at Wimbledon until they made it official in 1963. And the rules have only gotten stricter since. Today, you must be covered head to toe in white. Like in 2022, Nick Kyrgios was fined for wearing red sneakers and a red hat on court. Or in 2013, when Roger Federer was forced to change his shoes mid-tournament because his soles were orange. What do you think about this rule? For more interesting stories...
Okay. It gets even worse than that. Let me get to the women for Wimbledon. Where's it at? Where's it at? Is this it? Is this it? Nope, that's the cost of it. Where is it at? Where is it at? Wimbledon, Wimbledon. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it. Nope. Okay. So basically, getting back to the all white, the women couldn't wear colored panties or underwear. So it's weird. So during Wimbledon, you had to wear white from head to toe. Even your undergarments had to be white. But women were like, what if our cycle happens? So some women would take pills to delay their cycles around Wimbledon so they didn't have a cycle because they had to wear white undergarments. So not just recently, let me see, Wimbledon. This is how archaic Wimbledon has become. All right, Wimbledon. Where? Yeah, here we go. I think this is like a few years ago. Look at this. Look at it. This is how archaic the Wimbledon is. Wimbledon first allowed women to wear dark colored undershorts during the 2023 tournament. The All England Club officially amended its strict all-white code to relieve period anxiety for female athletes, permitting them to wear solid mid-dark colored undershorts as long as they are not longer than the skirt or outer shorts. Do you understand how archaic this shit is? They just changed this shit in 2023. Okay? This is crazy, right? Right? The rule change came after protesters showed up at the women's finals last year demanding a change to the dress code. Okay? Look at this. British player Heather Watson also welcomed the new rule and candidly discussed the lengths she had to go on to prevent any period-related embarrassment. Quote, last year I went on the pill to stop myself bleeding because I knew we had to wear white undershorts. I didn't want to face any embarrassment with that. This year, I knew my period was going to be during Wimbledon again, so I'm very happy I won't have to do the same thing as last year. Are you kidding me right now? Some said that the worry was so great that they came up with signals with their support teams in the crowd to indicate if any menstrual blood was showing through their clothes. You've got to be kidding me. Okay? Let's go here. Emma Pallant-Brown, 34-year-old British triathlete, was competing in Ibiza this May when a photographer captured her running with a small blood stain showing through her pink suit. The photo went viral. This is her. I remember this. A period is a normal thing, and I don't want anyone to feel ashamed of it. That's crazy, right? Oh, there it is. Oh, that's crazy. Let's go here. 2022 survey by Puma. And hold on. Okay, let's go here. Let's see. They produced leak-proof underwear revealed that 3 in 5 teen girls did not play sports due to fear of leaking or revealing their period, and 75% never discussed their period with their coach. Another study of high school girls shows teens often adopt strategies to avoid period embarrassment at school. Keeping a hoodie in a locker to tie around your waist or an extra change of clothes was common. Okay? That's crazy, right? Okay. Let's keep it going in no particular said order. Let me get rid of some of these tabs. Okay. Let's go here. So everyone's talking about the stand your ground, the incident with the woman in Florida. Okay, so here is the stand your ground law basically broken down to a science. Here we go. Okay, the Walmart shooting, understanding Florida's stand your ground law and the strict legal boundaries you must know. Okay, so here we go. You ready? Let's see. In that incident, a verbal argument over a parking space escalated until 62-year-old Bart, the man, followed a woman around a vehicle. The woman pulled a firearm, shot him, and immediately waited on the scene for the Broward County Sheriff's. Claiming self-defense, she was detained but has not been criminally charged while the state attorney reviews the footage. The situation has left thousands of Florida residents confused about where a verbal argument ends and legal self-defense begins. Florida Stand Your Ground law, Florida Statute 776.01.012, is heavily misunderstood, and treating it like a blanket license to shoot during a dispute is a fast track to a life sentence. Here's your breakdown of how Florida's Stand Your Ground law actually operates, the strict legal boundaries you must know, and how the law handles a parking lot crisis. Under Florida Statute 776.012, a person who is not engaged in unlawful activity and is attacked in any place where they have a right to be has no duty to retreat. You are legally permitted to stand your ground and meet force with force, including deadly force. This completely eliminates the old common law requirement that forced individuals to try to run away or escape a threat before resorting to defensive action. You cannot use deadly force just because someone is yelling, cursing, or making you uncomfortable. The law strictly requires a reasonable belief that deadly force is necessary to prevent imminent death or great bodily harm, or to prevent a forcible felony. The key word is reasonable. A judge or jury will look at the situation and ask if a normal, rational person in your exact shoes would have genuinely feared for their life. This is where most people completely ruin their legal defense. You cannot provoke a fight, escalate a verbal argument into a physical confrontation, or act as the initial aggressor and then shoot someone under the guise of standing your ground. Okay? So the whole, you engage in verbal combat and then turns into physical combat, you get your ass stomped out and then you pull out the gun and shoot. You can't do that. Okay? If you contribute to creating the violent crisis, the legal protection drops entirely unless you clearly exhaust every avenue of physical escape first. A massive misconception in South Florida is that you can shoot someone to protect your property. You cannot use deadly force over a parking space, a scratched car door, or a stolen piece of merchandise. In the North Lauderdale Walmart case, the shooting is being reviewed not because of the parking space dispute, but because cell phone and Tesla camera footage shows the man actively following and advancing toward the woman around a vehicle while she was backing away. Florida's law is unique because it offers criminal immunity, not just a defense at trial. If your attorney files a stand your ground motion, a special pretrial hearing is triggered. The legal burden of proof does not fall on you to prove you are innocent. Instead, the state of Florida bears the burden to prove by clear and convincing evidence that your use of force was not justified. If the state fails, the judge dismisses the charges before a trial even starts. Okay? So if you ever find yourself in Florida and you have a firearm and you get into a situation, first things first is stop the threat. Cease using force. That exact millisecond, the active threat stops advancing. Call 911 immediately. Report the incident. Request medical aid. And explicitly state you were attacked. Next, secure the weapon. Do not hold the firearm when police arrive. Place it down safely. Cooperate with boundaries. Give identifiers. Stay on scene. But clearly state, I want to fully cooperate, but I will not give a formal statement until my attorney is present. And there it is. Okay? All right. Let's continue. In no said order. What? What? Come here. Come on. Come here. You are so rotten. You're a rotten ass cat. You know that? You're very, very rotten. Okay. Bless you. Bless you. I hope she doesn't have an upper respiratory infection because she's been sneezing quite a bit. So I have to get her. I'm gonna have to buy a dehumidifier for the house, or especially the rooms that she sleeps in, and hopefully that's not an issue. No, I don't want to. No bites. No bites. No bites. No bites. No bites. Okay. Let's go here. Let's go here. Katy, Texas. Katy, Texas. Let's go here. Did y'all know this is going down in Katy, Texas?
Hello, trying to do a residency verification. Katy High School. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Sweetheart.
Oh, sorry. No, sorry. So I'm Dr. Hull. Okay. So I just have to do a residency verification. So basically, I just have to see where your room is. If that's okay. Is it okay if I come in? Okay. How's your summer going?
I think it's interesting that viewing a bedroom is somehow going to be definitive evidence to verify that I live there.
Do y'all understand what's taking place in Katy right now? Do you understand what just took place? But come on.
Permanently, the setup of a bedroom doesn't seem to evidence anything more than a bedroom's been set up for that individual. So the way they're verifying this residency is something that doesn't even seem rational at its very foundation. So the question is whether or not they think, or the policy supports a notion that if you have a bedroom set up for a child, that somehow that will check a box and verify their residence there at the home.
I'm still waiting for Katy ISD to answer my questions about their policies, but here's part of what they sent us last night. They say, quote, the district is aware of the residency verification. Individuals who submit an affidavit of bona fide residence acknowledge that the district may conduct residency verification as outlined in the affidavit. But how those checks can and should be done is unclear in that affidavit.
Okay. Hey, if it makes sense to you, then that's all that matters, right? My opinion is not what's important here. Okay. Let's do this. Do you guys want a Muhammad Ali series? Do you want a Muhammad Ali series? This comes out on Prime Video. We don't want this. Listen, Ali and Michael Mann did that with the Ali movie. Do you want a Muhammad Ali series? I don't want this. But let's we got Giovanni Ribisi. We have this young kid named Jalen Best, and then we also have a homeboy that plays good. I'm gonna be the Michael Ealy as Malcolm X. Nobody asked for this. Nobody wants this. Nobody wants this. Okay, that's a good question. Is he British? Jalen Best. God damn it, cat. I'm going to light you up. Jalen Best. What is he? That's him. Okay, what's his ethnicity? No, it's just a nationality. There we go. He's American, y'all. He's American and claims to be Native American. Okay. Yeah, nobody wants this, man. An Ali series? Nah. All the fun shit doesn't happen until after he wins the title. After the mob tells Sonny Liston to lay down. I would die on that hill. I would die on the hill that Ali did not beat Liston, that Liston was told to lay down by the mob. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care what y'all say. And any other time, sports is entertainment, but not when it comes to Ali. Okay, I hear you. What is this? Football. Why is football in my... Okay, here we go. Highest paid footballers at the World Cup. Ready? All right. Lamine Yamal makes 43. Is that million? 43 million. Some of y'all never like, who? I know, right? Jude Bellingham makes 44 million. Riyad Mahrez, 53 million. Sadio Mane, 54 million. Mohamed Salah, 55 million. Vinicius Jr. for Brazil. He's a flopper. I don't like this dude. He flops a whole fucking lot. $60 million. Have you seen the TV series or no? I have no desire for the vampire. No, I'll skip. My man Erling Haaland makes $80 million. Kylian Mbappe, $100 million. Lionel Messi, $140 million. And the most expensive, Cristiano Ronaldo, $300 million. No World Cups. Once again, no World Cups. I can't wait to go back to school so I can talk all my Messi smack talk to these kids in this ongoing Messi Ronaldo debate. It's never been a debate for me. I'm like, Ronaldo has no World Cups. What are we talking about? There's nothing to talk about. Let's do this. What is this? Okay, let's save that. Hey, let's do kittens. Who's that? Huh? Nah, I've been on for an hour and some change. Oh, what's up? Okay, come get 15 minutes. She ain't trying to leave. You want to go to mommy? Go to mommy. All right, let's go here. What is this? Okay. What's it called? It's called Killing Kittens, and it's not what you think. You ready? Let's go.
Here's what I saw. Haven't heard of Killing Kittens, you sweet, sheltered dear. The business was founded by Emma Sale, once snapped with Kate Middleton, and it calls itself the ultimate female empowerment brand. Basically, sex parties focused on women. So imagine an orgy, but women have to make the first move. Killing Kittens parties began in big London houses and estates in the country, becoming a £15 million business. Now it's moving into cruises. This one, from Barcelona to Monaco, Italy, and back again, is the inaugural journey. It's a sex cruise with 630 passengers, where cabins cost from £5,000 to £35,000, and it's sold out. Within an hour, there was nakedness. Topless women queued at the bar for all-you-can-drink moe. The youngest passenger is 24, and the oldest is 74. Daily activities are laid on, from beginners lap dance classes to...
Do y'all really understand how stupid these conversations are when it comes to women and how they view... This is, I know, every time, let's just let it play.
Banking fundamentals. Then there's the dungeon, which opens in the evening, dressed with red lights and various pieces of equipment, while the playroom has 32 double beds. Consent rules here. There are multiple reminders on the app from KK staff and various signs on the boats. Overall, I disembarked feeling impressed by so many people being so honest about their proclivities, and who appeared to have such frank and communicative relationships with their partners, and an openness to discussing sex. If it's your thing, this felt like a safe space to explore it. I went on a...
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. We got Sanctum. They do their bi-monthly parties. We got Killing Kittens. I mean, so many different institutions for stuff like this that never get brought up. It just goes to show how just useless these conversations are. Like, the real world is not listening. Like, the real world is doing what they've been doing, enjoying themselves. So a couple more clips. I'm gonna get up out of here. Oh, let's go here. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. I'm here for it. Let's go here. Let's go here.
All right. How much money do you make an hour? $1,000 an hour.
What was your rate before when you started?
When I first started, I was earning at the lowest about $70 for half an hour of foot worship. Now I don't do it according to kink. Now I just do time.
She just do time. She's past whatever kink. She's just like, this is going to run you whatever, my time. I'm here for it.
What was the moment that it stepped up into that echelon?
Ooh, how my rates have transitioned is that I went by the dungeon rates when I first started. And then when I left the dungeon, I went by escort standard rates because I didn't want to have to deal with all the admin of let's negotiate what you want in session. I was just like, my time is my time, and I'm going to figure out who my clients are. And then I started to get absolutely exhausted because I was completely booked up. And then I took it to 1,000. And now I am still probably booked as much as I want to be. And I could probably put it higher, but it just seems a little bit ridiculous. So I just ask for gifts. All right. How much?
Okay. Once again, the real world is not listening to you guys online. You guys don't matter. You just don't. Okay. Let's continue. Anything else? Oh, you know what? Let me get to the Farrakhan. I want to play what he said about his wife. Let's go here. No fault or no divorce law in the Philippines, and we're going to end it with Farrakhan.
Completely illegal for the general Filipino population. What does that mean? You only have two legal options when a marriage breaks down. The first option is legal separation. You're legally allowed to live apart, but you're still legally married forever, meaning you cannot remarry. The second option is what's called annulment. Annulment means the marriage was not valid to begin with because your spouse either lied or defrauded you, or there were some kind of legal defects that should render the marriage void from the beginning. By the way, good luck trying to prove annulment in court because you need a lawyer, a psychologist evaluation, multiple court hearings, and it could potentially cost you over $10,000 US. In a country where the average daily minimum wage in Manila is around $11 a day, yeah, even getting an annulment would be virtually impossible. It doesn't matter whether your spouse cheated, physically or emotionally abused you simply stay married. So think about what the strict law actually incentivizes in practice. Most Filipino men in marriages that are falling apart just disappear. They walk out on their family and never return. Forget about enforcing child support payments. And remember, she's still legally married to him. So the wife has no legal path to move on or marry someone else. The system unintentionally makes disappearing the path of least resistance for men who don't want to be there. Divorce is...
Okay. Now, I want to end this with a very moving speech by the Minister Farrakhan about his recently deceased wife. I thought it was beautiful. From what the parts that I did watch. Let me pull up Twitter. You know, for those that complain, okay, well, they did it right. Death did them part, okay? They did it right. So find something else to complain about. Let me find it. Wait. Okay. There we go, wife. Okay, let's go here. This was beautiful. I know he loved that woman. You know what they say about couples that have been together for a very long time? When one goes, the other one isn't too far behind. I don't want to say that's the case here. You never know, but he loved that woman. He loved that woman. He loved that woman. Some of you guys will never get to this point in life. Some of you guys will never experience just the sheer joy that someone that brings that type of, happiness to you. That some of you guys will just never ever experience anything close to this. But let's go.
Allahu Akbar. Allah.
First, I want to thank Allah for the wonderful words spoken by his son, who is the national assistant. I want to thank all of you who came so that you could pay your respect to this wonderful, wonderful wife of mine and mother of all. I want to thank Ishmael for such a wonderful representation.
So there's a lot of light-skinned brothers up here though, but I'm being petty, but I'm just saying.
And I want to say to all of you, this is the hardest day of my life. Not to say goodbye, but to thank Allah openly and confess openly that this woman is the greatest gift that I have received, except the coming of God, the raising of the messenger, and giving me life. And she was and is the wind beneath my wings.
Some of you men will never, ever, ever experience this. And it shows in y'all's rhetoric. Some of you guys hate the women you live with. It's so obvious, because if you got somebody that's good to you, that will flow out of you. Hateful rhetoric, spiteful rhetoric will not come from you if you're surrounded by people that pour into you good things. And that tells me y'all's rhetoric, all the money aside, you're not happy. And you hate that person you live with. But never mind. Let's continue to listen to this man praise his wife.
And I hope with all my heart that every man would be gifted with a woman like Khadijah. And the last thing I will say is that I'm so proud to be your brother. I'm so proud that Allah put it in my heart to rebuild the work.
Thank you.
Of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and to lift his name again before the world. I defended him and taught on 5 continents.
Okay, so now that we're over that, who's the next in line after Farrakhan passes? Who's got next? Who's the next young gun they're grooming to take his place? Stacey, hey, what's happening? What's happening? Who's the next? Who's got next? Because Rissa Islam is not it. He's not it. And who's the other guy? Cornell X, maybe? Not Cornell, but Cornell, right? I haven't seen anybody that they've been kind of putting in front as the new face of the Nation of Islam. I think once Farrakhan passes, it's going to be it's going to be a power vacuum. I think the popularity may wane a bit, and I don't think it will be as prestigious as it once was under Farrakhan. Whoever they bring out to take the reins to the next level, I mean, he just got to be that motherfucker. Like, he's got to be Barack Obama levels type of charismatic. Ben X? No. I've had words with him. Oh my God, is he still around? I used to beef with that dude. He was like, yeah, I'm like, yo, how old are you again? Yeah, I used to call him Baby Ben X because he's a kid. He was a kid. Now he's older now, but when I was beefing with him, I was like, yo, how old are you? You're a kid. Like, you have no idea what you're talking about. You're a kid. You're a kid. You're a kid that's living in a bubble in a shelter. They don't let you come outside. Yeah, I used to call him Baby Ben X. So it ain't him. It ain't him. But let's continue.
About this great leader, teacher, and guide. So I want all of
it ain't Rizza Islam. It's not.
You to know that this nation, well, I'm looking at you all, and I'm so proud of my wife and the sisters and the brothers and the beauty of all of you standing in unity as a mark of the high civilization that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad wanted to see among.
Yeah, y'all put too much praise on that man. My real issues with the Nation of Islam, y'all put too much praise on Elijah Muhammad. Like, he was a man just like everybody else. I don't like when you prop up humans like that. Nonetheless, beautiful what he said about his wife. My heart goes out to him. Shit, man. Hopefully, he sticks around a little bit longer, but you can tell he's tired, man. He's tired, and like I said, couples that have been together forever, when one goes, the other one's not too far behind. So I just want to go over that clip, man. Damn, they did it right. All right, that's all I got. I'm out of here. I gotta get ready for I gotta eat, and then I gotta get ready for House of the Dragon episode 3. Oh, real quick. I want to talk about the Mummy. Lee Cronin's The Mummy. It's on Peacock. Is it on Peacock? I forgot what I watched it on. Holy cow. Have you seen Lee Cronin's The Mummy? Basically, in a nutshell, there's this cult that's in charge of keeping this mummy, this entity binded. And every 82 years, they have to pick a new person to keep this demon bound. And they prefer children because the body lasts longer, but anybody will do. So the little girl has a friend named Layla. Her mother runs the cult. Her dad, her husband, they run the cult. They poison the girl, kidnap the girl. This is in Cairo. This American family that lives in Cairo. They kidnapped the girl. 8 years later, they moved the sarcophagus when they weren't supposed to. The plane crashes. The sarcophagus opens up. They find the girl their daughter that's been missing for 8 years, and 8 years of just she's bound in the hieroglyph. They didn't call it hieroglyphics, like more like instructions. So the spell's kind of been it's wearing off because the sarcophagus is open. They bring the girl back home. If you're into body horror like Sam Raimi's Evil Dead, this is your movie. Lots of body horror. The little girl that plays the little possessed, holy cow. And then the one scene where the scorpion goes into the mouth and then it pierces the woman's throat, and she has to go in there and force and make herself throw up the scorpion. And then the crazier part was she couldn't speak, so she's so when the dad agrees to take on the demon, to bound to him, to leave his daughter's body, the cop with the hole in her throat, she can't say the words, the binding spell. She had to dig in her vocal cords and for her to be able to say the binding spell, and then it goes into the dad. So they put the dad in a sarcophagus. I mean, I really cut a lot of shit out. I thought it was good. Towards the end, the lady, the mother. Oh, okay. So the cop, She works missing cases. She takes over the department. She tracks down the missing girl's friend. Her name was Layla. She finds Layla. Layla's older now. Layla tongue got cut out. Her mother cut her tongue because she was trying to tell people what really happened to her friend. She shoots the mother. Mother is in a psych ward and in handcuffs. So at the end of the movie, they bring the father out the sarcophagus, the mother and the cop. They're like, hey, I can't sleep. I haven't been sleeping. Neither have I. Well, what you want to do? So the mother, which is the guy's wife and the daughter, they, along with the cop, bring the daddy out the sarcophagus. He's all bound in the hieroglyphs, and transfer the demon into her as punishment. But even more so at the funeral, the mother-in-law. Okay, before the mother-in-law, so the mother-in-law, she's Mexican. The wife is Mexican. She says her prayers. She, highly Catholic, and it slowly irritates the demon. Man, listen, the demon, the little girl chokes her with the crucifix, throws her out the window. She lands on the car, right in front of the dad and the other two kids, and right in front of the car, on the hood, and they're like, what the fuck? And then these dogs start eating her alive, and she's still alive. She's not dead, and the dogs just eating her guts out at the funeral. Holy cow! For the mother-in-law. I don't. She can possess people that come into contact with her. The funeral. The little girl comes out, escapes out of her room, goes into the coffin of the dead mother-in-law, starts to eat the flesh of the mother-in-law. And then towards the end, the mother-in-law becomes possessed, reincarnated, and she attacks the dad, and she pulls her leg up and pulls her skirt back, say, hey, you want to feast on this? It was so Evil Dead. It was so Sam Raimi. I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy's a student of Sam Raimi. It was so over the top. Blood and guts, throwing up, all the skin peeling out. They peeled it. She's like, I'm ready to help me take off my clothes or whatever. And the girl just starts peeling her skin off, all the hieroglyph bandages on her skin, all of her body. Holy cow, The Mummy. I wish I had seen this in theaters. If you like Evil Dead, all those Evil Dead movies, this is your movie. Matter of fact, and then next week, Evil Dead Burn comes out. And then we got Evil Dead, another Evil Dead movie next year. Nigga, horror is kicking ass out here. Horror is kicking ass. Okay? What's my Gmail? I got you, bro. Yeah, man. So I think it's on Peacock. Was it on Peacock? No, it might be on Hulu. All right, that's knockout. That's my that's my Gmail. Did I go over the poll question? For what? Y'all was like, I will ignore it. But I got you. Okay, the question I asked: if a white person called you a boy, first option, we fighting or ignore the comment. So now 57% of you guys would say ignore the comment. I still think y'all capping. It's on HBO Max. God damn, I'm all the way wrong. HBO Max. Okay, cool. Last thing I want to talk about, the Cape Fear series. Is anyone watching the Cape Fear series on Apple TV? Oh, 2 series out. Sugar season 2. I'm in love with this series, Sugar. I wanted to hate it. I couldn't hate it. Colin Farrell is peak. Has anyone seen the Sugar series? It's on Apple TV. Aliens, the Watchers, the Nephilim, are on Earth. Colin Farrell plays an alien. They have a pact with Earthlings to just observe and report. Some of the aliens, frolic with the humans and become human-like. I wanted to hate this series. I'm all up to date. Season 2, episode 3. The Colin Farrell's Sugar. He's a private eye. He looks for missing persons. I wanted to hate this series. I'm in love with this series. I'm in love with this series. I love sugar. Give me more sugar. Now, getting back to Cape Fear, also on Apple Plus. I think I'm it's up to episode 6. Now, for those that remember the movie with Robert De Niro in '91, there was a series, an old series, and based off a book. They're going off the book in the series, right? Javier Bardem plays Max Cady. Homeboy from the Conjuring series, the dad, he plays the dad. Amy Adams is in there. She plays the wife. She's starting to look a little old. Amy Adams is still a fine ass ginger, but she's starting to look old. Well, I know I went back to rewatch Man of Steel, and I watched this. I'm like, woo. It's been some starting to finally look her age. Okay, anywho, I like this series. I don't love this series. I don't like the direction or how they got the kids acting. Max Cady framed for murdering his wife and child. He's freed. Now he plots revenge because Amy Adams was his initial defender, and she convinced him to plead guilty. Her husband was the prosecutor. And then the husband and wife backstory is she was pregnant with another man's child, left him to be with the prosecutor and marry him and have more kids with him. The kids, the way they are so easily manipulated and just duped by the one character, Max Cady's daughter, Nevaeh, I don't like this and how they would. You're asking me to suspend disbelief that these kids are really this dumb and this easily manipulated. The one boy, I don't like him at all. He ends up somebody cuts his toe off. We still don't know who cut the toe off. He's high on drugs. I think he got scoped. He's on something. He's everything is always funny. He's always giggling. I don't like that character. I'm up to episode 6. I hope Max Cady gets his revenge on everybody, even though he's not a good guy. He killed the car salesman that wouldn't sell him the car because he liked his watch. He's seen his watch. Next scene, he's wearing a watch. I guess it's fairly realistic, but he moves into a house across the street from them and starts manipulating with them and playing mind games with them, and then he kisses dude's wife, but then he somehow forges recordings of the husband wanting to be with his coworker. It's asking a lot from me to be like, oh, I could see that really happening in real life. Oh, okay. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it to the end. I am rooting for Max Cady. I hope Max Cady gets the revenge he deserves. The prison scene, his time in prison flashback scenes, brutal. And he discovers the religion of Shango. So he's a practitioner of Shango. The religion aspect is very heavy. The opening scene, the lady shoots herself, trying to off herself in the mouth. She misses and shoots and hits the side of her mouth. He calls her back. She answers the phone. She's like, it hurts. And you hear somebody on the line mumbling to finish the job. And she's like, okay, it hurts. I mean, her jaw is wide open. You see her teeth and shit because she missed the bullet, right? And then she finally puts it in her mouth and then ends it. Yeah. I'm gonna watch this thing all the way through, but I'm hoping the payoff is worth it because I really hate the direction they're putting and how the choices they're making these kids do. They're stupid. These are some dumbass privileged kids. Okay. What's she saying? Nah. Don't listen to Mark. No. Don't listen to her. Wait. What's she say? The son is a wet blanket. That is true. He is a wet blanket. He's a noodle. The daughter is just equally stupid. So now the girl. Now, mind you, the Nevaeh girl, Max Cady's daughter, is having relationships with both the brother and the sister. And when the parents explain this to the kids, well, and they're still messing with and then the girl's been living in their house, tries to kill the dad. They bust through the wall. Somehow you let the girl go. Hey, there's a stranger in our house. This is who she is. I got her ID right here in my phone. Run this bitch. Go pick this bitch up for I don't know, burglary or something. I don't know. But I love Sugar. Listen, I'm not even a fan of all those black and white movies. I don't even give a fuck about the Casablancas and Gone with the Wind. I don't care for those movies. A lot of racism and a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Those movies remind me of a time when our people just not, whatever. I'm not a fan of black and whites, but the callbacks in Sugar, and because he lives his life like the black and white movie, he dresses like them. He's very mannerable. Also, him being an alien, he speak everybody's languages because, you know what I'm saying, he's not from here. He's, like I said, the whole Nephilim angle is dope. And one of his former friends kidnapped his sister. That's the whole overarching theme, that he's looking for his missing sister. But then his friend offed himself because he was around humans for too long. And that's not in their nature to do that. The aliens, they're not into self-deletion. So, and then when he found him in his home, he's like, assimilation. It's like, it's a bad thing. So they're just there to observe and watch. But what happens when you intermingle with humans, you become human-like and you pick up their bad habits. Okay. Anywho, I love Sugar. I'm stoked. I'm up to it's episode 3 now of season 2. I'm stoked. I love Sugar. Sugar's the shit. Give me more. But this Cape Fear thing, this payoff better be worth it. Because if this payoff is not worth it at the end, if Max don't kill everybody or they all drink, you know, acid or something that, if nothing tragic happens to this family at the very end, I'm gonna be so pissed off. I'm gonna be so pissed. So this payoff better be worth it for Cape Fear. It better be worth it. You done got Javier Bardem as he has a 280 IQ. He's smarter than everybody. He's 10 steps ahead of everybody. He's the master manipulator. Okay, goddammit. Then nothing should foil his plans. Nothing should foil his plans. That's how they built this guy up. They built this guy up as a master manipulator. The one scene when he goes and crashes the party, the speech, whatever, and he gives a whole speech of like, I was incarcerated and I'm just here to help, and I want to be a friend to the cause, and you know, I was wrongly incarcerated for 17 years. I'm not faulting anybody. I'm not mad at anybody. It's the system. You're a victim of the system, and I'm a victim of the system. It better be worth it. It better fucking be worth it. Okay. I thought he was going to kill him too at one point, but episode 6 was not good, sir. Sir, I don't know what the fuck you call good. That was not good. What was good about it? Okay, I got you. Hold on. I got 5 minutes. Let me stretch my legs. What was good about episode 6? I'm listening. What was good about episode 6? The daughter's an alcoholic. Hey, you're not supposed to be drinking. There's alcohol on your breath. Come to my house. I'll make you coffee and but yeah, my parents, I know what they did to you. And you don't like my parents. It's okay. Just come to my house and have some coffee and I'll drop you off home. You can't go around. Are you been drinking? This nigga's like Bane. Oh. they got this motherfucker like Bane. Oh. You. But I was born in the darkness. I swear, man. I'm not liking this shit. I'm not liking this shit. I'm not. This payoff better be worth it. He killed the guy and his poor mom. I blinked on that one. What was the pay? Why were they important to the story? I will say this: the prison flashback scenes are good. It tells us the story of his time in prison. Pretty good. He offed the dude that offered him, brought him into Shango and found out that he offered him up to the Aryans. Okay, I understand all that, but maybe my tolerance level is starting to low. It's very, very low at this point, and I guess I'm getting older and a little bit crankier. And it's like this shit doesn't make sense. If it's not plausible, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not like real world application, like, can I see this happening in the real world? If I can't see it happening in the real world, then I'm tuning out. I'm tuning out. Knockout, what'd you put in the damn chat, man? What, bruh? What the fuck? What nonsense did you put in the chat, sir? What did he say? You dropped the link in the. What is this? Let me see what it is first. Sir, we've already covered the Drewski skit. You're late. That was 4 days ago. I already covered it. I'm waiting for someone to tell me what was good about episode. You said the sit down to dinner. Why are you going to this? What was the why? So we're not in the heads of the writers. We're not in their head. What was the point of going over to his house? Why? What was the reason? What was the plan? What were they looking to get out of going to his house to try to sit down and talk some sense into him? Why? Nobody finds it funny that no one's reported the car salesman missing. He's wearing his watch. You remember the guy that wouldn't sell him the Monte Carlo? Say, my wife knew, my wife was friends with your wife, and I know what you did to them, and blah 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 blah. Never seen a guy again, but he's wearing his watch. So what was the reason going to his home again? Why? Oh, okay. Let me go ahead and end this, man. Let me go ahead and end this. My food is getting cold. Okay. My food getting cold. Y'all doing a horrible job trying to convince me why you like what you like. And it's not me versus you. You like what you like for your reasons. I just want to know why you like it. What is it? Why does it appeal to you? How does it make you feel? What are you seeing that I'm not seeing? Maybe we can come meet in the middle. You know? That's just where I'm at with it right now. I'm like, okay, let's meet somewhere in the middle. So bring me over to your side and help me see it from your angle. Because like I said, I will watch the rest of Cape Fear, but I swear to God, if the payoff ain't worth it, if the payoff isn't worth it, I'm going to be pissed. Okay. I'm out of here. Thank y'all for coming through. Hopefully you guys were entertained for the last hour and 49 minutes. House of Dragon season episode 3 tonight in about an hour. So I may come back and talk about it real quick. May or may not. Don't hold me to it. But other than that, y'all get up out of here. Enjoy the rest of y'all day.
Turn it off,